Spiky Bits. Make sure you stay in the trenches. Help keep our channel ad-free by becoming a supporter over on Patreon and also scoring yourself some free miniature swag in the process. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Check out our site, spikybits.com, for all the hot hobby tutorials, news, rumors on all your favorite hobby topics. And head on over to thelongwar.net. That's the home of the battle reports for exclusive content, early access videos, and more. Become a veteran of the Long War today. What's up, hobby maniacs? Rob Bear here today with a look at the Citadel Ardcase. This thing's kind of interesting. It's, not as big as their Crusade case that they came out with last year, which has that new channel lock kind of foam type deal. But this, I guess, is marketed and designed to kind of be the rough and tumble case, the one you take on planes, the one you throw in the trunk of your car or an aircraft hold. It's basically a Pelican case. Now, I can't say with any certainty if this is contracted from Pelican. It honestly doesn't look like it is a air quotes Pelican case. It doesn't hold any other size foam besides the GW foam. The Sable foam is roughly this big, and then of course, Battle foam's roughly about this big. So it's not going to fit in here. Unfortunately, this is a proprietary foam. And the word on the street is Games Workshop doesn't want to make a bigger size foam because then everybody's going to copy their size. I don't know what that means, but that's what I was told through backdoor channels and things like that. So I was like, okay, well, whatever. Sure, we'll go with that, folks. But this thing has a pressure release valve, kind of like a Pelican case here. It's on off. It's you turn it clockwise to turn it on. It's basically a screw with a little rubber seal here that would basically allow pressure to be equalized if you had it in a cargo hold, or even if you had it in a car. Think about that. You went up a mountain. If you live in Colorado, that's probably a thing. You can go from basically 5,200 up to 7,000 and just 30 minutes time. Going up the side of a mountain there. Not so much on the east coast of the U.S. here. So I'm just going to turn that a little bit so it's on, so the pressure will kind of equalize out there. So it's got kind of unlike their previous cases, which they've had for years, where the class always kind of fell off. Like, this seems pretty heavy duty. It's right on that borderline between, it seems high quality, but it also seems a little chintzy, a little bulky, a little maybe not as well made as it could be, but it's pretty comparable, like same material and same quality to a Pelican case. I feel like this could be comparable to something that would hold like an M9 or M11, I imagine. It's bigger than a pistol case, but it's not quite like a big, rifle case or anything like that. It's that happy medium. And be careful if you do buy this and you leave it in your car. Folks have been known to break into cars because they think this is a pistol case in there, and there is a pistol inside. And we all know what people do with guns these days. They sell them or they shoot people with them. Who knows? But it's never a good thing to get a gun stolen from you, or your models that would get destroyed. Find me sometime at a convention or something. I can tell you a really funny story about what happened to a case of GW miniatures at Baltimore one time. Anyway, so it's like I said, it seems pretty high quality. These clasps they seem to be pretty high quality. Like, they're not going to break, they're not chintzy. I don't feel like they're just going to fall right off. And then when you open it up, it reveals this cavernous space here. Now, the whole GW thing is this holds 2/3 as much as their Crusade box, which is probably 2/3 bigger, so that makes sense, right? So once you open it up here, you have the foam topper, and then you have 3 layers of this channel lock foam, I think is what they call it. So you've got this right here, which is a loose one, not glued down to anything, and then you've got the inset one that goes inside of this. So now originally when I was looking at this, I was like, man, I could put my knights in here, because it's kind of hard to store knights in foam, to be quite honest. I have a big garbage bag, for lack of a better term, kitchen size one, full of all the pluck foam that I always pluck from all my stuff, and I keep that. And a lot of times what I do is I just put things in a box and I put a bunch of pluck foam, like loose pluck foam, in there. So I was kind of hoping, I guess you could snip these spots right here and kind of put an Imperial Knight into here and kind of move it. Now, you've probably seen this in the past, but basically if you want to put vehicles in here, you just kind of got to move the channel lock foam there, and then you can still put on the second row out there, you can still put your actual models themselves. Now, it might not fit. It'll be snug. So if you have, big dynamic stuff, you want to be a little careful with it. So there, that kind of fits right into there, and it's all good to go. So you can tell from, the Rhino, it will hold a lot of stuff. You could put a Land Raider in here. You could put a bigger tank. I'm not going to say that a Baneblade would fit in here. I'm actually, now that I'm looking at it, I think you could snip around this and a Baneblade would probably fit in here. But don't take me at verbatim on that one there. But, I feel like for $135, when you compare this to a lot of other cases out there on the market, from Battlefront, to Sable, to, a lot of the other newcomers out there, it's not a bad deal, and you get a pretty decent case. It's going to be sturdy. You've probably seen the videos where they run this over with a car. They throw it down the stairs. They hit it with a sledgehammer. All that stuff. Like, I can't say that this would actually stand up to that sort of punishment for sure, but it did it on their video, and obviously nobody wants to be in the position with their models to be throwing stuff downstairs. But here's another look all around here. It's got the little feet on the bottom, so if you set it down, it's got the hinges, but also the nice sturdy thick stuff here. This is 1/4 inch hard plastic that really should absorb a lot of shock, when you put it down on something, but also it's not mashing those hinges right there, because those things are pretty massive when you take a look at it, so it seems overall pretty high quality and worth the price, even though I'm sure that, it says it's made in China. I would imagine they subcontracted it out. But then when you look at similar cases that are a Pelican case, you're talking 150, 165 as well. So I don't know. I think if you're looking for a decent size army size case, or maybe something to hold your Imperial Knights, this might be the case for you at $135. It doesn't seem too bad at all, but it won't work with any existing phone besides Citadel itself. So that's it for this first look review. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you back soon.
Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. Thelongwar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos.